the next topic, you can say the inheritance. So inheritance is the capability of one class. You see, we are discussing object-oriented programming concept. So in the last class, we discussed a class and objects. After that, we discussed a constructor and a destructor. Okay. After that, we also discussed the introduction of inheritance, intro of inheritance. But now I am discussing inheritance from the start, and we will finish in this lecture. So see, inheritance is the capability of one class to inherit properties from another class. So simply you can see inheritance is like this. You are having one class, you can say this is your class and this is your second code. Okay? In the second class, I am writing in the bracket this class. You can say like this, class A, whatever you want to do, class B, bracket class A, whatever you want to do. So what does it means? This class B, inherits features from this class A. Class B inherits features from the class A. This is called reusability of code. Okay, so inheritance means the reusability of the code. Okay, so in this case we are inheriting features of class A in class B. So generally this is called derived class. Generally this is called derived class. Derived class. And generally this is called base class, which is inherited. Base class. Clear? So in this case we are inheriting class A and class B. Clear? One example, I think it is visible.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have just joined the class, so can you explain what is going on?
Yeah, so we are discussing inheritance. In the last lecture, we discussed introduction of inheritance. Inheritance means a class reusability. What is the syntax of class? Space class name, colon, and whatever you want to do in the class. After that class name, bracket, the class name which you want to inherit, and then whatever you want to do. Just an example, suppose I have written class space A, okay, and the code of that class, then class B, bracket A. So what does it means here? We are inheriting the features of class A, inheriting the features of class A in class B. Clear? So this class B is called derived class and class A is called the base class. So this is the reusability of code. Example, it will be more clear to you. Yes, this will be more clear. So see, I am just writing a code here. This code first see. Okay. So I am creating a class and class name is Polygon. Okay. And in this class, what I am doing, what is this here? Define underscore underscore init underscore underscore self comma number of site. This is constructor. Yes or no? This is constructor. Okay. Self dot n. What does n means here? N is attributes. N is attributes. Okay. So n is, what does mean? N is the number of sites. N is the number of sites. Okay. And self dot sites. So self, what does sites means here? SIDES. This is a list. If you remember the class list class, do you remember list class? 0 for I in a range number of sites. So self dot sites 0 for I in a range number of sites. So suppose number of sites are 3. So sides will be 0, 0, 0 3 times. Do you remember this is list comprehension?
Yes, sir.
Yes, list come. So sites is again a attribute, but this time it is a list. Okay. Now we are having one more method, this method. Okay. So in this method, what we are doing here, the name of this method is input sites. Okay. For I in range self dot n. So what is the input here? Self, that means nothing. And what we are taking, attributes of a class n is what? Number of sites. So suppose n is equals to 3. So this will run how many times? For I in range
Time.
self dot n 3 times, and 3 times it will ask you in enter something. It will ask you enter something. So suppose you enter 5, then you enter 4, then you enter 5, then you enter 6, whatever you want to do. Okay. So you enter all these things, and all these things will be assigned, embedded where? Sites mein, this list 4, 5, 6, this one, this code. This is clear. This is input just clear. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next is one more method, and that is what? Display sites. Display sites. So in this, what I'm just displaying this data. Display this data 4, 5, 6. Okay. Display this data 4 and 5 and 6. This data we are displaying. Clear? Fine. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So what is the purpose of this class? The purpose of this class is to take the inputs from the users. Okay? And in this case input, it is taking the number of sites and the data of the sites as well. If the number of sites are 3, then you need to enter 3 data. Okay? If the number of sites are 4, then you need to enter 4 data. If the number of sites are 5, then you need to enter 5 data. Okay, fine. Now next is I'm creating one more class, and the class name is the triangle, and inside this triangle polygon. What does it means here? What does it means?
That
So
we're using
yeah,
inheritance the other
yeah.
class.
So we are inheriting the polygon class. So so that means we are reusability of code is done here. Okay. So whenever you inherit a class, you need to write this section of code. Class name. So what is the class name? Polygon you are inheriting. Dot init self, and in the upper class, or sorry, in the base class, what is the in the constructor? Number of sites. This is the input. Number of sites. Clear? So you need to write this, whether 3 or 4 or 5. It depends on you. Okay. So I'm just writing here 3. What does it means here? What does it means? I'm giving the input 3 as the as a number of sites. Yes or no? Please answer. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Clear. So now I will come to this point later. I will show you this one. Okay. I will come to this later. Now I will write this one. What does it means? T equals to triangle. So I'm creating an object instance. Creating an object instance of triangle. Clear? Creating object instance. So now I am writing t dot input sites. In the triangle there is no input sites method, but I can still write this one. How? Anyone answer?
Because it is in the other class, the first class.
Yes, because it is in this class. Clear? So whenever I will write this t dot input sites, so this will call which method? Input sites in which class? The class that we inherited, Polygon class. So call input class of Polygon, sorry, input class method of Polygon class. So whenever it will call this one input sites, what will happen? Number of sites is equals to 3. So it will ask you 3 times. Enter site, enter site, enter site. It will ask you 3 times. Enter site, enter site, enter site. Okay? And whatever you will enter, all these will be assigned to which? This list sites. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this one is clear. Now, whenever you write t dot display sites, it will call you again, call disp sites of Polygon class. So it just display the sites, whatever you have entered, nothing else. Clear? Now, whenever you write this t dot find area, it will call what? Find area of which class? Or which class? Class triangle. This is in class triangle. So you can see in this class triangle. So in the class triangle, to find the area of the triangle, this is the formula here. As those who are not aware, don't worry, it is just a program. I'm not testing your mathematical skill. Okay, it is just a formula for to calculate the area of the triangle. Okay, so it is just here. Clear? So what we have did, we have created a class Polygon. The input is the number of sides. After taking the number of sides, it will take the sides as well. For triangle 3, for square 4, for pentagon 5, for hexagon 6, and so on. Okay? Now you want to reuse that code. You want to reuse that code. So what I can do here, this is fine here. Any doubt you want to ask till now? Any one of you? Any one of you, please? No? No, okay, no problem. Okay. Now see, now I am again writing one more thing here. Class square polygon. Again, I am creating a new class square and inheriting polygon class. Okay. So again, what I need to write? Define and say self polygon dot I need self comma number of sides. Now for the for the square, how many sides? What is the number of sides?
4.
4. So I have just written here 4. Okay. So I have written code for polygon only once, but I am using that code 2 times. In case of triangle, now this time we are using the polygon in case of square as well. Okay. So again, now I am writing define area. Okay. I am just writing s dot square, same thing. Input sides, same thing. Display sides and find the area. So when you call this area, it will go here. Okay. Sorry, not goes. It will go here and it will just calculate the area of the square. So that means you are reusing the code that you have written in the polygon class. Yes or no? First time you were using this in case of triangle here, and this time you are using this in case of square. So this is just an inheritance. This is inheritance. Okay. So I will show you the code here as well. Hmm. Okay, see. See, inheritance. See this section of code. This is class Polygon, the code that I have discussed with you. Then I am inheriting Polygon in the class Triangle, this section of code. Okay, so I will delete this one and then show you. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so enter side one. Triangle input sides. Yeah, 3 is already input, so number. So what you want to enter? Side 1, suppose side 1 is 3, side 2 is 4, side 3 is 5. So side 1 is 3, side 2 is 4, side 3 is 5, and the area of the triangle is 6. Do you know which triangle is this? Those who learn right angle triangle. Anyone? Okay, no problem. This is not mathematics class. Okay, so this code is clear, this section of code. Hello? This section of code is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am just adding something extra. So now the same thing we are doing, but this time is square. Okay. So square, we have taken polygon, we have inherited polygon class, square, okay. So number of sides 4, okay. Area, okay. Now object instance of the class, input sides, display sides, and find area. Find area means this section of code. Okay. So I'm running once again. So this was previous one, 4, 5. Now again, side 1. So for the square, we need to enter how many sides? 4 sides. Yes or no? The square area of the square is 16. Clear? So this is clear. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is clear. Then we can discuss the next. Okay. Okay. So this section of code is clear. Yeah. Now, if you remember here, we used this. Did you notice? Every time you need to use this section of code. Keep in mind this one. Okay. If you are inheriting Polygon class, so class name that is Polygon dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore bracket self, and the parameter if there is any. Okay, if parameter if there is any. So the parameter was in the Polygon class is, yeah, this parameter number of sides 4. Okay, keep in mind this is important. Okay, now there is one more thing you can use. You can use super function. Okay, you can use super function. Okay, so Python also has a super function that will make the child class inherit all the methods and properties from the parent class. See how it can be done. See, so the same section of code, to increase the visibility, I'm just decreasing some space. I think now it is visible. Yeah. So you can see. Yeah. So now this time we are creating this person class. Okay. In this person class, this is a constructor and this is a method here. Okay. And now we are creating a derived class that is a student, and we are inheriting this person class. Okay. Now this time instead of using the class name, we are using this one. So see the difference. If you are studying any book or if you are following some internet resources, so keep in mind you can use either this way or previously we used this one. Person dot, sorry, we used what? Person and dot init self and the number of parameters f name and l name. Do you remember? Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are two ways. Okay. Either you can use this one, super bracket dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore bracket and the parameters. There is no need to write self. There is no need to write self. Clear? Otherwise, you can use the previous one that we used. Previous one, what means? In the previous, we used this class name dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore bracket self comma the parameters. So there are two ways. Second one is the use the super function. Second one is the use of the super function. Clear? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm just writing this section of code and now I'm writing this x equals to student, this one. So what does it means? I'm creating an object instance of class student, parameter is Rohit and Agrawal. Okay. Whenever uh, constructor f name l name super init f name l name, so it will go there and first name will become Rohit and the last name will become Agrawal. Clear? Now whenever I write x dot print name, it will call this one and it will print this data. Clear? So I will show you the code as well. Okay, so I will show you the code. Yeah, so this is the code, same code that I explained. See, clear? This one is clear? Hello? At least say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, so this inheritance is clear. This was the simplest inheritance. This was the simplest. Okay. Now there is some category. See, so first category is the single inheritance. That means when a child class inherit from only one parent class, it is called single inheritance. So the example that I gave you above, the either what the polygon or the student, these are the single inheritance. These are the single. Okay? When there is a one child class and one parent class, only one child class and one parent class. Okay? Multiple inheritance means when a child class inherit from multiple parents. Okay? So we have only one child class and we have multiple parent class. Clear? So how you will do this? I will show you. Okay. So just give me the answer. What does it mean? This one, this one. There are these are the two classes, and we are inheriting these two classes together. Clear?
Yes.
So the definition itself tell you Python support multiple inheritance. We specify all the parent class as comma separated list in the bracket. This I can delete because we are discussing only the Python, so we don't need to tell about the C++ or Java. Okay? So Python support multiple inheritance. We specify all parent class as a comma separated list in the bracket. Clear? Okay, so you can see there is a two classes, base 1, base 2, and you are inheriting the features of these two classes in another class that is called derived class. And this is the syntax here. First class, second class, and this is a derived class, bracket, comma. So this time instead of writing only one class, we are writing two classes separated by comma. Okay. So, clear? Now we will discuss the example. Okay. I think this is visible. Okay. So see, this time I'm creating class A. This is the constructor, and in the class A, I'm just have one string str1, and this string we are having Rohit. Class B constructor, there is one string that is name is str2, and that is Agrawal. Okay. Now I am writing this class C and bracket A comma B. What does it means? What does it means? Class C bracket A comma B.
That you are deriving two class in
Yeah,
single.
it's clear. Okay. So then we need to write what? We need to write this. Define underscore underscore init underscore underscore self comma, sorry, colon, and this one. A and dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore bracket self comma number of parameters. But if there is no parameter in this class, you can see in the constructor we only have self, so no parameter, so we didn't pass any parameter. Clear? This is, you can say this is linked here. Okay. Now whenever I write b dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore bracket self, so that means I am talking about this one. I'm talking about this one. So in this again, there is no parameter, only self. So b dot underscore underscore init self. So whenever I write this, automatically I am just initializing str2 as a Agrawal. Okay. Now I am just writing one function method, sorry, or function print str self. I am printing self dot str1, self dot str2. Okay. Clear. Now I have created object instance of this class. Obj equals to C. I'm just calling this function method obj dot print strs. So it will print these two strings, str1 string, str2. In the str1 string, it will print Rohit, and in the str2 string, it will print Agrawal. So this section of code is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, so if this is clear, then you can see this here as well. Rohit Agrawal. Okay, whenever you write this a dot init, it will call this one, this section of code. Okay, so in this section of code, str1 will become Rohit, and base 1 will be printed. Okay, whenever you write this statement, this highlighted one, So that means this section of code. So str2 will become Agrawal and base2 will be printed. Okay. Now you are printing this derived. After that you are just using this. Okay. So printing this, that means Rohit and Agrawal. Okay, if this is clear, then we have one more inheritance. So just take a 2-minute break and ask your doubts. Just take 2 minutes break and ask your doubts. No doubt? Hello? Advait, Akshit, Divyansi, Devoisi,
Yes.
Radhika, anyone? There is no question? Okay. There is no question, then see the multi-label inheritance. See, and I'm just again recalling you, this is object-oriented programming. Okay, so most of the concepts are similar in other languages like C++, Java. But C language, there is another language, that is C language, which is not object-oriented language. So you will not have these type of concepts in C language. But C++ and Java have almost, not exactly, but almost all the features. There may be a little bit difference in case of inheritance or maybe in case of polymorphisms or other things. Okay, so these are the common features of a programming language. Yeah, multi-level. Okay, so in case of multi-level, we have a child and grandchild relationship. Okay, so what does it means here? We have, suppose like we have class A, we have class B, A, then we have class C, B, like this. Okay, so this is a base class, feature of base class 1, derived class, feature of a base class and derived class both, derived 2, feature of base and derived 2. So this type of relationship we have, or this type of inheritance we can say have. So this is called multi-label inheritance. See, I will show you the example here. See, what I have written here is also already have written here. Class A, okay, anything what you want to do in this class, okay, and then class B, bracket class A, and then class C, bracket class B. So class B is inheriting class A and class C is inheriting class B. Just like a child and then parent, then grandparent. The syntax is clear. Okay, if this is clear, then this is an example here. Okay, so I'm just using class A. This is optional here. I think this is optional. Okay. So class, and in this class, this is a constructor. In the last class, we discussed constructor and destructor, and this is a method here. Method. Okay. Now we are having class B, and in class B inherited class A. Okay. So this one, this is again constructor here. Now whenever you are inheriting class A, we need to write this section of code. Keep in mind this one. A dot init, A dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore self, and parameter if there is. So what there is one parameter. One parameter. So I have written one. So whenever you write this, that means you are referring this one. Okay. And you are writing here self dot degree. What does it means? So the class B is having two members. First one is the name and second one is the degree. Name you can say in the class A and degree in the class B. So self dot dg equals to degree. Okay. Now see, instead of showing this result, this one I will show you this one. Okay. Yeah. See, now the class C bracket B. So that means you are now inheriting class B, multi-level inheritance. DEF, INET, INET is self, name, degree, college. See, so in this class B, how many number of parameters? Name and degree. So name and degree for this class. Name and degree for this class, and college for this class. Okay. So b dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore self dot degree. So what does it means? You are again referring this one. So name and degree. Okay. And self dot college is equals to college. Now df get college self return self college. So this is a method of this class. So just tell me, this section of code is clear? Then we will discuss the following one. This section of code is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now whenever I will write this one, what does it mean? Just tell me. Obj equals to C bracket Rohit Agrawal string, comma PhD string, comma IIT's string. So what does it means?
Sir, it is object. Sir, it is the object, and it will print Rohit Agrawal
No,
degree PhD and.
no, no, it will not. We are not talking about the print. This means this is an object instance of class C. Okay. Whenever you write these parameters, so that means you are initializing what? This name. You are initializing this name as a this degree as a this, and this college as a IIT. These three things we are doing. Clear? Now, so whenever you write this, constructor will call and it will go b dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore. So it will go there. Okay. So what does it mean? This name, name means Rohit Agrawal. So this will become what? This will become Rohit Agrawal, and this degree will become what? PhD.
PhD.
Now whenever you go inside is go a dot init self dot name. So this name again it will go up, and this name this will become Rohit Agrawal. Okay. So this process we are for. Now we are writing obj dot get name. Obj dot get name. Get name this one. So it will call this one. Clear? So whenever you are writing this obj dot get name, it will indirectly call this one. Clear? Whenever you write obj dot get degree, it will call this one. Whenever you write obj dot get college, it will call this one. Clear? Yes or
Yes.
no? Clear? So this is a simple example of multi-level inheritance. Clear? So I will show you the code here as well. This is the syntax. Class A object. This is optional actually. This is optional. You can eliminate this one. Clear? So you can eliminate this one. Sometimes whenever you use internet or your books, they just have written here object. Clear? So class name, constructor, method. Okay, class name bracket base class, that is a constructor. Inside the constructor, drive base class name, that is a dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore self dot name, because there is one parameter, and second is degree, self dot degree equals to degree. Then get degree, Then again class name and the parent class name. This, sorry, this you can say the class B constructor b.init self name degree, this one, and then this one. So this is clear. Inheritance, simple inheritance, multiple inheritance, and then the multi-level inheritance. There are three categories. Okay, so any doubt, anything you want to ask?